Hi everyone, Lillian the Vegan here with the recipe today for spring onion. In Japan we do eat a lot of spring onion, and today's recipe is actually a Japanese traditional recipe that I've turned into a sort of a vegan one. And what I'm going to do is utilize the spring onion by using the bottom end, which is the sweeter part, and I'm also going to use the tops to make miso negi, which is a miso flavored negi, meaning spring onion. That's lovely to eat with rice and stuff like that. I will explain later. So today I'm going to have two recipes, one with the bottom half and the rest with the tops that normally end up in the garbage bin in Australia. I have seen this just bang, cut off and thrown away. Luckily in Japan we really don't throw much of the vegetable away at all and use as much of each vegetable as we can. And I've also I've also ended up like that as well, so you know, not wanting to waste any part of any vegetable, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to do two recipes today, and check the first one out, which will be this one, and that is the marinated negi. Yes, looking very scrumptious. So start off with this one. Hope you like the recipe. To prepare the spring onion marinade, first you're going to cut the spring onion into about 3 centimeter long strips, and then what you have to do is dry bake them in a fry pan. And using chopsticks, just keep turning constantly. It will take about 10 minutes to do this. So once all the sides are browned, then we're ready to put the dressing into the spring onion and get them marinated. Once the spring onion is browned on all sides, it took about 6-7 minutes, you're going to put them in a Ziploc bag. As you can see, I've put my spring onion into a Ziploc bag and it's still really hot, so that's why it's steaming up. While the spring onion is hot, you're going to add some sesame dressing. Check to make sure it's vegan. This one definitely is. You can also make your own, and please use the dressing of your choice. It doesn't have to be sesame dressing, but I love the sesame with the spring onion. And you want to put enough dressing in there so that the spring onion is coated. I used 3 spring onions today, and I would say there's about 2 tablespoons of the sesame salad dressing going in. That's more than enough, right? And then you put in as much or as little chili flakes as you like. I like mine hot, so I'm going to add quite a bit. About 1 teaspoon of chili flakes. And then the other thing that's going in is white sesame seeds. Mine are already toasted, so there's no need to toast them again, and you can also use black sesame seeds if you like. I love sesame, and it's really good for you. So I'm going to put 2 tablespoons in, and you give that a little mix. And basically this is just going to sit in your fridge for at least 2 to 3 hours. If you have the time, make it the night before and let it just sit in your fridge overnight, and then enjoy it the next day. And that's it, marinated spring onion. So we've done the marinated spring onion, or negi, and I've actually had it sitting in my fridge for about 2 hours. So you need at least 2 hours to get that dressing into the negi, and it's going to be so tasty when you try it. I would normally eat this with some nice steamed rice, and it's also great for picking at when you're having a drink. So think sake, which would be delicious, or a nice, you know, cold beer or something like that. And yeah, this is a nice thing just to have on the side while you're chatting to friends and, you know, yeah, crapping on about the world and life and all the weird things going on in it. So I have to try this, and yeah, it's going to be delicious. I'm actually going to have this for dinner, put it on some rice and have it with some miso soup. But anyway, for the taste test, here we go. Itadakimasu. Very, very, very delicious. Honestly, people love my marinated spring onion, and they think that I've done something, you know, incredibly difficult and spent all this time, you know, making the marinade and blah, blah, blah. As you see, I just used the vegan sesame dressing that I have had in my fridge that I use a lot, and that's all that's gone into it. And of course just some chili flakes, nothing else. So 3 ingredients. You have to try this if you like negi, spring onion, and yeah, easy to make, delicious. The next recipe will be using the top part of the negi, and it's going to become this beautiful Negimiso paste, right? So check out the recipe and hope you like it. To make Negimiso, start with half a tablespoon of sesame oil, and my pan is on low heat at the moment, so you don't want to burn the spring onion, the negi. Okay, once the pan gets hot, we're going to add 200 grams of the tips of the negi, the part that you would normally throw away. So 200 grams of the sliced negi, give that a stir. Let the negi cook for 2 to 3 minutes till it gets a little bit softer, and just make sure that you continue stirring. You don't want to burn the negi because it'll just become bitter and, you know, nasty. So keep stirring 2-3 minutes. The negi has been cooking for 3 minutes, and as you can see, it's not as raw as it was when we first put it in, so it's just wilted nicely enough. And to that we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. 50 grams of miso, 1 tablespoon of white sesame seeds, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 1/4 teaspoon of chopped chili flakes, 100 mils of water. Give that a good mix, and then you're going to let it simmer until the water evaporates and it turns into a nice paste. The Negimiso is looking excellent, so you just want it to be sort of a nice paste. And once this cools, it is going to get thicker, so make sure you don't reduce it too much. I was reducing on a medium heat for 4 minutes. And the last thing that's going into this is half a teaspoon of soy sauce. Add the teaspoon, turn the heat off, make sure you give it a nice mix, and place this in a bowl and chill in the fridge. Once it's chilled, it's ready to use. Right, so the negi paste has chilled in the fridge. I only had it in there for about an hour, and it is long enough. I used 3 spring onions for this recipe, so about 200 grams of the tips of the spring onion, but I would normally make heaps. And the reason I'm making this is because Negi was on sale in the supermarket that I went to. When I see vegetables on sale, like ridiculously cheap, I think this was about half the normal price, just buy heaps, and do things like this that you can enjoy for like a week or so, and you're getting a bargain. You're getting the yummy vegetables at half price and making a lot, and when you make a paste like this, you can enjoy it with so many things. This Negimiso, again on rice, topped on rice, is fantastic. A very traditional way of eating it in Japan. I also really recommend you put this on top some noodles. Think somen. Somen is beautiful with this. I also do it with other noodles. If I have buckwheat noodles, soba, anything like that. And another way I really love to enjoy this Negimiso is with tofu. I've got some hard, firm tofu here, momen tofu, isn't it? And yeah, this is going to be little chopsticks. So I don't even need soy sauce on my tofu because this is quite sweet and salty, this Negimiso. So just top the tofu with a little bit. This is so yummy with nihonshu, with sake, but a little bit too early in the day for that. I'm going out for dinner, so yeah, I'm saving my thirst for about the next 10 minutes. Anyway, so top the tofu with the Negimiso and get into it. Itadakimasu. Oh my god, that is so yum. I actually haven't cooked this for a while. It's been at least, a few months. And I love to keep this in my fridge and just, pull it out when I need to top something or, yeah, stuff like that. So I love this. And really, these 2 Negi dishes you can make, they're so cheap and so easy to make. And I haven't used any, ridiculously difficult ingredients to find. So Japanese cooking at its best, and it's vegan, so can't go wrong. Have a good night, guys. Looking forward to making more videos. Hope you're enjoying them, and see you next time.